Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here again at ICP, seeing what's going on. What we're going to do is just take a quick look, obviously, at kind of the larger time frames and work our way down, see what happened with the daily candlestick closures. Before we jump into that, of course, you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor. Hope you learned something today. CryptoCash.tech is a site where you can register for some nice trade profit there. We took a nice little graph trade here, 64% roughly 10 days ago, but super excited about this ICP trade at 138% in only 3 trading days. So congrats to our members for that. Again, I get the question a lot. CryptoCash.tech is where you can register. And obviously, if you want to understand how the signals work, please read through the signals guide. Everything is covered there so you understand specifically how to structure your trades effectively and how to kind of trade the way that I do. That's all available there. If you're a member or not, I'd like to make sure everyone understands how that works. So ICP, what are we talking about here? Quickly to note, we can just talk about the hourly here. I mean, honestly, it's we're traveling within the cloud right now, so that's typically not a great sign. Lagging span is getting close to closing or interacting with price action, which basically just means if you have a short position open, that window of opportunity is closing for a short to be successful because we're basically in this range-bound activity. So now we're going to need to focus on these areas here, such as what? $14, that's kind of the high. Terrible straight line, sorry. And then, of course, we got our low here at about, just say, round number $13. So 13 to 14 is the range. And this is what happens a lot. You got prices, basically, higher highs, higher lows consistently occurring, okay? And then we can kind of see the price action switch gears from a bullish trend to range bound, okay? What follows here is either another bullish trend or descending trend that can continue to work its way down, okay? So just keep in mind, we're kind of in that transition phase. The transition doesn't always go from, up to down. It can go from up to up. We just got to recognize that at this point, until we break free from this range, there's a good chance we're going to remain in this range for a little while. And at this point, technically, there's not a buy signal based on the cloud, a very conservative indicator, by the way. If you're curious about how the Ichimoku cloud works, just search for it on my YouTube channel. I have made a video over 2 years ago how to use it. Okay, so ICP, what's going on here? Well, daily time frame, still looking pretty good. We're up above all moving averages, RSI, up over 70. I don't love that money flow index is below that. Tells us we have a little bit more money coming out and is viewed as overextended. All the more likely the price could pull back a little further. However, stochastic RSI is still swinging up, MACD converging. These are all bullish signs. The thing we got to recognize though is the daily is a lagging indicator. Anything on the daily time frame, which is that's why we use it for the daily candlestick close to kind of confirm price action. But everything else, at this point, it's still telling us it wants to go up, and it could very well come down. So I'm just throwing it out there. It's not like it's just going to keep going up because the daily says it. That's why you look at other confirming factors on other timeframes. Okay, so just to preface, the daily time frame looks good. Doesn't necessarily mean a lot. It's just the overall sentiment is bullish. Okay, 4-hour time frame. What do we look at here? Well, we want to see if we're overextended. We are no longer. We are range bound. Once more, we've already clarified that within this range of basically $14 to $13. So you can kind of see that level here pretty clear. And we are testing that lower level here at about low 13. So if it continues to retest that range, we'll see it drop. Okay. The more likely you are to drop, the more likely you are to retest that same level, right? So at this point, a little premature, of course, but that is, that's kind of what we're seeing. So now that we've understood that we're range bound, what else is going on? Well, we have a stochastic RSI divergence. RSI is under 70. This is actually good to have the RSI under 70, but having this so far away from the RSI is not really a great sign. Because again, money flowing out of the coin, people are viewing this coin as, neither oversold nor overbought, which is a good sign. But the other indicators are saying that, hey, price is pulling back. We got to recognize that. Same thing here as well. MACD divergence, not a very awesome indicator here of bullish uptrend. What I mean by that is this is a perfect indication of what could happen next here, and the fact that the price may swing down. So we want to probably prepare for that. I'm not saying it's going to. We see MACD FUs all the time, and even still, we could even see the MACD diverge and the price not necessarily come with it. Again, it's massively overextended, so these things becoming a bit exaggerated. So truth is, that's not the best indicator to confirm right now, but normally it's a very good indicator for swing trading, okay? But again, I prefer not to short the market right now, so it makes a lot more sense to wait for long than it would be to short this coin at the top, right? We don't know the top's in, but at this point, that's kind of a helpful indicator letting us know. Again, we're above all moving averages. Shorting into moving averages is never a great call. You want to test them and break them first before you consider that. Once again, waiting for confirmation, which is what we do as a community and just in general, what you should be doing yourself, okay? Try to be careful trusting any random person online showing how awesome they are at trading without explaining to you why they're trading the way they are. Okay? Again, extremely risky behavior can occur all the time, and you don't know it. You just see the results, and you don't know that they got liquidated 5 times before they show the best trade in the world. Okay, again, it doesn't really do that much. Unfortunately, it does circulate on social media, and those people get the likes. Where traditional TA doesn't necessarily do that. But we're not in this industry to show off to others, are we? We're in this industry to earn a portfolio, earn a living, quit our full-time jobs, and effectively make this a very viable source of income, which it is. Trust me, 20 years later, it's a very, very healthy lifestyle. Okay, so we're in the low $13 range. We're on the hourly back here. We've talked about this, but now that we're within the cloud, we're not really confirming a long position. What would confirm a long position, coincidentally, is when the price action breaks above this 1370 mark. So just say, for example, the price does one of these. This would be the case in point where we want to take entry. We've broken the range-bound activity here at 14. We've confirmed above the cloud. Conversion line would naturally be above the baseline at that point. Take a look there. That would be the lagging span. And of course, conversion line would ideally be above the baseline as well. We'd have all 3 indications if the price can get to that level here in the relative near future. I know what you're thinking. Why not get in at 13? Why get in at 14 when it's confirmed when I can get in at 13? Well, the truth is we don't know it's going to get there. That's the whole point. Waiting for confirmation is what we're doing. If we wait for this confirmation, we're waiting to know that we have that the whales who are trying to push the price action up is interested in pushing the price action up. In other words, we're getting in where we fit in. If you try to just swim upstream all day long, you're going to get exhausted. It's going to be a lot of work. It doesn't make a ton of sense. If you drive upstream and you just kind of chill and float downstream, it's so much easier. That's what confirmation is. That's what we're waiting for. So to me, I don't think we have a good trade set up just yet. I get the question all the time, hey, when's our next ICP trade? Well, the reason why we have such good ones is because we didn't force the trade. Wait for confirmation. That's all I'm asking. All right, folks, that's kind of where we're at there. I'll post this playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, of course. Check that out. Also, be sure to check out this phenomenal exchange if you haven't already. Bitunix, love them to death. They've helped our community greatly with a no KYC, no VPN exchange. Check that out if you haven't already, of course. Use my link to register. You'll be eligible for these trading competitions we're going to have soon. Next month, we're going to have a community trading competition, and on the 8th of January, there is a global one. And those are also very, very awesome. Anyway, just basically free money in your pocket. It's awesome. Check it out in your own time. Thanks again so much for watching. See you in the next one. Take care.